Hey everybody, my beautiful and handsome peeps. How are you today? So I forgot to mention about Mother's Day last week. So I want to say happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in social media world. Anywho, I'm so happy to see that you're here with me on the live version. Okay, you're gonna hear it first. You getting your bloopers first. How about that? Anywho, today is episode 154. I don't know why I wrote the wrong thing on my paper. It's 154, and we are making lemon pound cake. Okay, and it turned out pretty good. And so the healthy highlights 1/16 of the pound cake because we use a bundt pan. So 16 servings in this cake. So 1/16 is 146.9 calories. Not too shabby for dessert, huh? Saturated fat is 1.7, cholesterol is 74.4, sodium is 169.9, the carbs are 15.1, the sugar is only 4.1. And we get to see the loveliness friendly that we're going to get from this cake. Okay, it's diabetic friendly too. Then the protein is 3.9. The fiber is only 0.9. So our net carbs are 14.2. I don't think that's keto low, but it's FDA low. Just get one piece, okay? So anyway, let's talk about the ingredients. All right. So, and then I figured out something. Okay. So the actual cake that I made, well, that my kitchen angels made last night, was a little shorter than it's supposed to be, but I finally figured it out. When it comes to gluten-free flour, there's no baking powder already in it like the all-purpose flour. So I have to double the baking powder. So remember that when you make a gluten-free recipe from a regular recipe, make sure you double the baking powder. Okay. Now that we got that out the way. So we have 1 cup of almond flavor, 1 cup of sorghum flavor, not flavor, Lord, you got your bloopers. It's a live show. Let's start this over, Grandma Hershey. We got 1 cup of almond flour, 1 cup of sorghum flour, and a half a cup of tapioca flour. Okay. And then we have a tablespoon of the baking powder. So the cake that we make today is going to actually come out fluffier than the one the kitchen angels made last night. Okay. Then there is a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum because of the almond flour. 3/4 cups of regular sugar and 3/4 cup of your favorite sweetener. Okay. And there's 6 large eggs. So the cholesterol is a little high because of the eggs. So next time, Grandma Hershey going to experiment with using maybe 2/3 of the eggs, 4 eggs, and 2 servings of the liquid eggs. So I was just too scary to try yesterday. Okay, but if you try it out before me, let me know. Okay. And then we have 1 cup of the light sour cream, a half a cup of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, and then you need your baking spray for the pan as much as you need. Okay, that's what we got going on with that. All right, so now the instructions. First thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350. Then you're going to take your bundt pan or whatever pan you decide to use that's going to hold 16 servings, and you're going to spray it with your baking spray, which is the cake spray is what I use. And then in a medium bowl, you're going to combine all the flours. In a large bowl, you're going to do your marjo butter. You know, it's, what did I say? Oh, did I not have that on here? Oh, my Hershey is tripping. Yeah, you got a stick of the margarine and a stick of the butter. I don't know how I left that out because it's definitely added up in the calories. So anyway, you got that. So you're going to take your marjo butter, which is a stick of each, and you're going to cream it with the sugars. Okay. And then once you do that, you're going to beat in the eggs 1 at a time. Now on the show, we're going to do 2 at a time because time is essence around here. We don't have all day. Okay. And then you're going to stir in your juice and your vanilla flavor. Then you're going to take the dry ingredients and alternate that with the sour cream into your creamy wet batter. And then after that, once you get all that and everything, you pour it in the pan. And what they say, patty cake, put it in the pan. And then you put it in the oven for 65 minutes. Okay. And that's how it goes. All right. So now let's go ahead and make the recipe. Like I said, time is of the essence around here, and we do not have all day or all night. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is put in our margarines, our marjo butter, because one stick is butter and one stick is margarine. We're going to put that in the bowl, the large bowl. Then we're going to add the sugars, which are right here. I just can't believe I didn't put that on my paper. So I got to change the, in the description, I got to add the butter and stuff in there. Okay. So put that in there. And we're going to go ahead and cream that. So we're going to have to use our beater. All right, here we go. All right. Now, one thing I do need to add is that you need, when you get up that morning that you're going to make this cake, you need to take out your marjo butter and your eggs and your sour cream so that they be at room temperature when you make it, okay? Because you want that marjo butter to be soft. That way you don't have to melt it. All right. So now we're going to take all of our dry ingredients that I have in this container, and we are going to put that in this bowl here. Okay. That's that. What's that powdery stuff? That tapioca flour. I'm gonna stir it up and get everything mixed in together here. Okay. All the dry ingredients are mixed up. Okay, now before we go alternating with the other thing, we're gonna go ahead and put our eggs in. And it says one at a time, but we're gonna do two at a time, okay? And you're gonna probably say, now, Grandma Hershey, how are you gonna get that out of there? I'm glad you asked because I don't even know. But actually, thinking of what to do, we're gonna take out tablespoons are used up. The fork there. How about that? We're gonna take out a couple of these eggs, scoop them out or something. We're gonna get a couple of them in there. How about that? Got a couple of them in there. And then I'm gonna put this thing back over here. I do not want these eggs falling on my computer. I will have a stroke on air. You'll be like, what's wrong with Grandma Hershey? Okay, let's get these two beat in. All right, make that look even better. Let's get two more in there. So I know they had a reasoning for putting one at a time. I think it's supposed to make it fluffier or something. We don't have a lot of time like that. Okay. There it is. I apologize to my daughter because I still haven't taken out the fancy mixer that she bought me quite a few years ago now. We're going to get it done, Stephanie. Okay, don't get mad at Mama. We're going to get that together. I know where it's at least. I just got to make room up here on this counter. All right. Whew, got that. Okay, so our last two eggs in. Now we're gonna add a good old lemon juice. You know, I don't normally drink lemon juice. I drink the lime juice because it's a more milder on your stomach. So I had to go buy some lemon juice. Well, they're gonna have a lime pound cake, which I did decide to add it to my list to make lemon lime pound cake and see how that come out. Ooh, we got that coming up in the future. Okay, now put our lime juice in. Ooh, and lemon juice, Lord. I was talking about lime. This is actually lemon juice. And then put our vanilla flavor in. Now, if you use the powder flavor, remember you use half of what it says. So in this case, it would be half of a teaspoon if you use the powder kind. Okay. So here we go. All right. Now, we're almost done. We're gonna alternate the flour, the dry, with this I cottage cheese. That's the going craze these days. But with the sour cream, Lord have mercy. Okay, I would like to put like a third at a time. So let's put a third of the dry stuff in here, the dry mixture in here first. Okay. I'm gonna kind of stir it a little bit so it don't be flying everywhere. Kind of fold it in so it'll be a little moist before we actually mix it. Otherwise, stuff will be flying everywhere. Now we'll go ahead and beat that in. Okay, I'm gonna put a third of the sour cream in. Beat that in. The another third of the dry mix in. So when you get the box cake mixes, then they have all those flours already in there, the ones that they use, whatever that is. Most of them going to use some all-purpose flour. But since we're making it gluten-free friendly, then gluten-friendly, whatever you want to call it, then we had to mix our flours that was going to work together. Okay? Trust me, it comes out well. It works out good. So if you want to make your gluten-free cake, it's going to be cheaper than buying a box, you know. So anyway. One day when I find some time, I don't know when that's gonna be. Grandma Rich finds some time, she's gonna come up with some her own box stuff, you know, for these recipes to sell something, because it is definitely healthier than your regular. Okay. All right, the last set. We can finally be done with our wonderful, wonderful cake batter. Okay. Woo-hoo. All right. Let's put the last of the sour cream in. Last of the sour cream in that bowl. I'm kind of scrape the sides. I haven't been scraping the sides like I would normally do. Once I use the fancy dancy one, the mixer is gonna be spinning the bowl for me. Okay. All right. Ooh-wee. Got some nice batter. Nice batter. Let's scrape this off of here because that's part of somebody's serving. Not mine. I'm getting mine. Part of somebody's serving. We want to make sure we got everybody serving in here. Okay. Now, if you go into like a potluck or something, you can actually cut this into 32 pieces. I mean, you can cut it paper thin, get you a really good knife. But you don't want it so thin they can read the newspaper. I've seen that before. All right, so now our next thing is to pour the batter into our wonderful already sprayed pan. That's out there. Okay. Right. This is where I can use some helping hands. All right. I don't want to drop this bowl. That's the whole thing here. Okay. Because see, when the kitchen angels do it, they use this big old plastic bowl that's got a handle on it, so they can do it easier than me. Okay? So, but we all right. We working it. We're almost done. We are almost done. All right, spread that around. Ooh-wee. It's gonna be some good cake, y'all. It's gonna be delicious. Okay. Got another batter. We don't want to leave nobody's piece of cake short. Okay. All right, just spread that on out. And then you just put it in the oven for 65 minutes. And then I say let it sit for 10 minutes on a rack. Then flip it over. 15 minutes. Then flip it over to whatever you're going to serve it on your serving dish. And then let it cool off, I say, for at least another 45 minutes. So it can be pretty cool and stable. That's that. Okay. Now, see how pretty that is? That pretty. I know it. I got to get something to wipe my fingers. Oh, Lord. Here we go. All right. So now, what's on now? Let's look at the cue card. Grandma Hershey be getting ahead of herself. Okay. So on the cue card next, you need to like the show. Put your thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. And then if you haven't subscribed already, click subscribe and click the black bell. So whenever I'm coming on, they should be alerting you to tell you that Grandma Hershey got something to say. Okay. So then, and then share it. Share it with everyone you know. Share it with your friends, your neighbors, your family, and even your enemies, because everybody got to eat. And right now, we really have to feed the world. Haven't gotten better yet, but somewhere along the way, it's got to get better. But until then, we've got to love one another and we have to share. Okay. So let's go ahead and taste the cake. Grandma Hershey was rushing and forgot to take the cake out of the That's baggy. Lo siento. And I got a fart. Normally, I would just put a piece of cake in my hand and just eat it. Okay, but we're going to be polite. And we're going to do what we're supposed to do. We're going to cut this cake. And then we're going to taste it, make sure it's not poison. Okay? Mm-hmm. I can taste the lemon. Mm-hmm. It's very moist. Mm-hmm. This would be real good with a cup of hot tea or a cup of coffee. You can do like the people on the movies, the old movies with the rich people. We'll have dessert in the study. So anywho, let's take another piece for the team. All right. And even a glass of milk. That'll do. Mm-hmm. That is really good. I kid you not. Okay. Time to do our shout outs. Trying to move this out the way. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to move it out the way. There you go. Okay, now I gotta wipe my hands again. All right, so we got 2 new people to our list. Yeah, my cousin Sherry says she and her friend Cynthia watches the show. So I want to shout out to my cousin Sherry and to Cynthia. Okay, thank you. And then shout out to the other people who watch my show. Is Shelly, my sister Sheila, to Darwin, Aya, Savannah, Erica, Hurley, who we're both named after our father. Mm-hmm. To Kay and Regina, Diana and Fissy, our cat, who watches the show. I just love it. I love it. And to Marcy, who sings happy birthday with me every week. To Hillary, Tiara, Andreas, Ginger, Linda, Alex, Reggie, Sabelle, John, my score mentor. I do need to set up a meeting soon. Sorry, John. To Phyllis, Caitlin, Amy, Sabrina, Thomas, Jenny, Amanda, Merle, Gwen, Christine, Ben, Marie, Lois, Rising Soul, and Tuka. Doreen, Alan, Gretchen, Wonderful Cat, Level Up, and Narcoplexy. Thank you for watching the show every week. All right. Now, we have 2 birthdays. My friend Najee and my cousin. I believe she was my father's first cousin, but whatever position she's in, her name is Ann, and she turned 91 last week. You know we have to sing to her. Okay, she's going to tell us her secret. Okay, to longevity. All right, you ready, Marcy? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Najee and Ann. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. All right. So last week I told you I was going to do the comedy show. I did it. I liked it. I hope so. And then tonight I'm going to open mic for singing. Pray for me. Anywho, that's that for tonight. Grandmahurshey, a guy 68 years old, and then decided to go into entertainment. That's what you do when you retire. Okay. So next week, we are going to make shrimp tacos. Oh my goodness, these shrimp tacos are the best I ever had. We're going to make those next week. Okay. So now the quote of the day, I love it. It says, the place you are in needs you today. Isn't that something? The place you're in needs you today. And that's by Catherine Logan. So shout out to Catherine Logan for that great quote. Love it. See you next week, guys. Okay, when we make our shrimp taco. Oh, they're so good. Anywho, gotta go. Love you. Mwah. Have a great week. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them. And kiss somebody just as long as they're not somebody else's mate. Okay, bye.